fact about me, kind of tying along with this topic of decision making, being in athletics is like, and I'm sure you know the schedule, bro. That time strain, that the waking up at this certain time of day, going to workouts, going to meetings, going to lunch, like all of these things can not necessarily deter you away from other stuff, but you have no time to do anything. Your whole
Yeah.
life is strictly, for our sense, football. Um, so now getting in the process of being out of football, it still kind of plays back in my head. Okay, this is my structure. I still got these things to do, so I feel like my schedule is still so busy. But I feel like it also ties along with how I pick and choose what things I want to do. Kind of ties along with decision making. Say I think this thing is the most I think has the most priority for me to do. So it kind of ties along with football. So kind of a question for you: how has your background in athletics shaped your approach to decision making in your business world?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good question because I think I have a different approach to this. Is like I seriously think as an entrepreneur, it's not the big decisions that lead you in the right direction. It's really those like small decisions that you commit to every single day. So sort of like athletics and football. It's like, okay, are you going to wake up on time? Are you going to be on time? Are you going to eat the right things? Are you going to do it over time consistently, not the big decisions about like where you're committed to, where you're going to be going. That's like part of God's plan where he's going to take you, and like you'll feel that. And but I seriously think it's like those small decisions that you're making and you're committing to yourself each and every single day to consistently prove to yourself that you're valuable enough, and those small wins truly compound into a large win to make those. And then you're going to just be self-disciplined. Like those big decisions are going to come by super easy. It's just like business. Like, am I going to wake up? Am I going to be going to the gym? Am I going to do the stuff that I don't want to do? Because those are the decisions that you need to make. You need to do the hard stuff, each and every single day, the stuff that you don't want to do. That's what makes you great in athletics. And that's what makes you great in business. So I think that's really how it tied together. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about it?
Um, I think it's interesting that you brought up the little wins. Earlier with talking through some of my episodes, that was something that I like to key on of take advantage, not necessarily take advantage, but enjoy your little wins. Enjoy every little step of the process because those little wins are what gets you to that big goal. And I think that's something that I'm still learning how to take in. Of when I first got into the academy, it was like, okay, cool, I made it to football. Cool. I'm at D1 level or whatnot, make it there. But all the other things I'm dealing with, I'm like, all right, this is kind of not it. This is not the way that I want to go towards my path. The people that are around me are not the people I want to be with. But in my head, I could have flipped it was, these people could challenge me. These people can be the little ones that are pushing me to the next level or pushing me in a direction that knows I don't need to be like them, but find my own path, find things that don't fit my character, and be able to work through that. So now getting into a life of being a regular person, not being in the military now, trying to see little wins is hard sometimes because I don't know what's truly a win and what's not yet. So now getting into this space of entrepreneurship, of starting something of my own, now it's like, okay, I bought a camera for myself. Cool, that's something neat. Now I'm actually posting content. All right, well, I'm taking it one step at a time. I posted for a week straight. I went to the gym for a week straight today, or this week. Those things are something that's I'm still learning. So I think it's very interesting that of bringing that up, and I hear a lot of people say that, and I think it's so much. I think it's easier said than done for sure. I'm still definitely trying to understand that.
Yeah, I don't think it's not as like hard of like what to win, but like so what I think, and that's what I've learned since what I'm doing is like if you don't quit, you can't lose. Like you can't if you don't quit, you don't lose. Like at the end of the day. So it's like if you commit yourself to something and you're not going to quit that, and you're like your path, like you can see it clearly. If you give up, you're gonna like boom, that's a straight L. But if you stay consistent, like you're going to end up winning. Like you literally are going to end up winning. And there's so many people in business that I've met personally that, you know, like have been getting their teeth kicked in for like 10, 15, 20 years. And then boom, it's like rocket ship growth. You make, millions of dollars, whatever. They may be 40, 50 years old, whatever, but they just never quit,
Right.
and like people may have looked at them like, what are you doing? Like, what's this little business? And that's sort of like my upbringing with football is like, in middle school, I literally vividly remember the kid that told me that he was gonna buy my lunch for my entire college duration if I made D1 football. And just because he's like, you can't make D1 football. And
Mm.
I had that in the back of my mind all the time. And I'm like, like that stuck with me so
Right.
much. And they went to high school with us. And then I'm always thinking this. And then whenever I went to Hendrix and like after, senior year of football, it's like, okay, I freaking grinded to gain weight and get bigger. And then I went to Hendrix and started all the games, did really well. And then I took the leap of faith to go walk on to Tech. I wouldn't have had that confidence to do that if I didn't stack up those little wins because I I knew what was going to happen and I sort of like verbally committed to it and sort of like put it out there because I'm like, if I've been so consistent the past 15, 10 years of my life that like I've been able to win each and every single day for 10, 15 years, bro, I could easily do this because I've
Cool.
proven to myself I can win if I
Right.
put myself up to the circumstances. So it's like that. It's like those small wins are going to compound. So if you don't quit, you're not going to lose. You're going to win. You're going to prove to yourself because I think the biggest thing is like proving it to yourself. You got to be the one to believe because there's no one on the outside that's going to believe. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to believe in you.